Hi, this is RK here. Welcome to Elite Coffee Club introduction. Elite Coffee Club is a verification focused club, and the intention of this club is to discuss new trends and techniques in the area of VLSI verification with a particular focus on advanced verification techniques. We think, based on our experience, we think there are three key areas that one need to be aware and one need to be focused on to become a good verification engineer. The first obvious one is the domain, which kind of address what we are verifying. The in-depth knowledge of a particular standard or IP or the technology that we are looking at will certainly help the verification guy to come up with the very good objectives of what he is verifying. So obviously, this comes with an experience. To become a domain expertise, it takes like a couple of good years. It depends on the company that each one is working on and the technology that each one has chosen. So obviously, it takes some time. So, and the second one, which we think is the methodology. So, methodologies certainly help to improve the quality and verification, and it also accelerates the development cycle of the verification environment. As we have seen the modern day, the tools and the language, what we call it as a lexical convention, they offer very rich lexical conventions with which we should be able to model the verification environment quickly and then plus better as well. So a good hold on these methodologies and good hold on these language constraints definitely help the engineers to improve the quality of verification. And the last one, what we think is the techniques. So it's important to apply right techniques to each one of the verification that you are doing. So for example, when you're doing a module level verification, the focus of verification is slightly different compared to the SOC level verification. So generally, when you do a module level or an IP level verification, your focus is mainly to do as much coverage as possible, as opposed to in the SOC level verification, your aim is to kind of do integrity testing, making sure that the input output is coming properly, and then focus on the use cases scenarios. So based on these things, as we said, like the domain is something that it comes over a period of time. Whereas the methodology and the techniques, that can be discussed in detail. So the aim of this verification club, the Elite Coffee Club, is to discuss the two methods that I mentioned, which is the methodologies and the techniques. So we had our first conference in the month of February. So we had a very good success. Where about 6 to 70 engineers came into the conference. We really had a very provoking discussions, and the feedback has been very positive. And based on the feedback, and some of the feedback what we received was to discuss some of those items what we mentioned in the first conference in detail, which they would like to see at the kind of a code level. So based on that feedback, we decided to have a UVM CODE-A-THON, which is a unique workshop where we are expecting in each participant to build a comprehensive UVM test bench in the span of 4 to 5 hours. So we have prepared a small specification, and we also have a duty for that with about 4 or 5 registers. And the idea is, we look at the specification, come out with the architecture plan, which is scalable, and develop various verification components starting from verification IP, and then based on the 4 registers in a RAL model, a reference model, scoreboard techniques, and then trying to come out with a test cases where we can achieve 100% coverage. So this is all we are planning to do it in the span of 4 to 5 hours. Please come and participate in this event. So it's open for 1 year experience to 10 years experience. Obviously, the people who have experience, they can add value to it and then see how this verification environment can be done. And we can learn from each other's experience there. And whereas the freshers, they can learn, how the UVM verification environment will be built. I'm looking forward to see you all on 22nd of August. Thank you.